78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty ldbc. Smash the like button and hit the subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. So, word on the curb is Anthony Joshua is set to retire this year. Eddie Hearn responded to a question that was asked about Anthony Joshua retirement. And Eddie Hearn said, "Yeah, this has been coming for a while. Basically, this is AJ's last year, unless something magical happens. So basically, they could be fighting Jake Paul, which I find to be hilarious, seeing as though Jake Paul has conned his way from YouTube into the sport of boxing, basically proving that the sport of boxing has no character. The sport is a joke now. There's no morality in this sport. There's nothing. This whole thing is about money now in the sport of boxing. If you could put people in the seats, that's all people care about. There's no integrity no more in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Guys can take PEDs and get passes all they want to, and people pick and choose which guys they want to, want to accuse people of being on PEDs that never tested positive. But then guys who test positive, oh, they didn't really do it. I don't believe it. And the moon landing was fake, and starships and rockets and all kind of nonsense. So that's the type of sport we got right now. But Anthony Joshua, on the other hand, let's talk about his career. If he does retire, if he chooses to retire this year and retire with a Jake Paul victory, because that's what's going to happen. He's going to knock Jake Paul smooth out if that happens. I mean, if the fight happens. But Jake Paul don't care nothing about beating Anthony Joshua. He just won another huge payday. It's a con game he running. But let's take a look here at Anthony Joshua's. Matter of fact, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen and let's take a look together at Anthony Joshua's career. Let's go down memory lane again, shall we? Take a trip down memory lane. All right. Let's go all the way back down here. All right, down here, this is the scrub zone. Nobody is fighting anybody good at this point in their career. Emmanuel Leo just sound like a bum. Paul Butlin. Hey, dude named Paul Butlin. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being immature. But you fought a cat 14 and 19 named Paul Butlin. Yeah, let's get him out of here. Pack him up. Let's see. Hercavijo, whatever that dude is, he trash. Dorian Darch, he trash. Hector Alfredo Avelo, he trash. Matt Leg, this dude named Matt Leg. Man, you ever heard a dude named Matt Leg before? This dude last name is a body part. Let me see here. Matt Skeleton. Man, AJ, come on, bro. Where's you finding these cats? Matt Skeleton and Matt Leg? You can't make this up. This is left Twix and right Twix over in the UK factory. Constantine Erich or something. I don't know who that is. He's another scrub. Dennis Bakarov, another scrub. Michael Sprout, scrub. Jason Gavin, I remember Jason Gavin. He was scrub too, but he was a journeyman. Let me skip some of these scrubs, man. Kevin Johnson, okay, he was decent. Gary Cornish, decent fighter. All right, now we're getting somewhere with Dillian White. All right, I remember this fight. I was rooting for Dillian White. Dillian got his block knocked off in that fight. Charles Martin for AJ's first crack at a title. He left the WBC rankings and dipped over to the IBF rankings to get a shot at Charles Martin. He was in line to fight Deontay Wilder. I think he was number 1 or number 2 in the WBC was AJ. He left the WBC rankings to go pursue the vacant IBF belt. Oh, excuse me, a chance to fight Charles Martin for the IBF title because you know, Tyson Fury had got stripped for being out, retiring, and popping dirty and all kind of stuff Tyson Fury was doing. He fought Dominic Brazil. He fought Eric Molina. He fought Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko was AJ's best win, in my opinion, of his career. The Vladimir Klitschko, this is the one that shot AJ into superstar status. This was a great fight. It was electrifying. The ebb and flows of the fight, man, was just a great situation. AJ got knocked down. Klitschko got knocked down and knocked out. Man, this is just a great fight. Um, Packed house in Wembley Stadium. Carlos Takam, scrub. They try to hype this guy up like he was somebody good, but he wasn't. Joseph Parker, I don't give AJ any credit for the Joseph Parker win because, in my opinion, Joseph Parker was beating AJ, and the referee, that was one of the most rigged fights I ever seen. Every time Joseph Parker got on the inside and started working AJ, the referee would come and push Parker off of him and say, "Get back, back up." It was just ridiculous, man. I thought the fight was a draw, or a Parker win, but whatever. They gave the fight to AJ. Alexander Povetkin, the drug cheat. I was glad to see AJ whoop him. Then AJ came to America. His first time fighting in America. Came in trying to, steal some of the thunder from Deontay Wilder, and come over to America and make a big splash in New York City, Madison Square Garden. And Andy Ruiz Jr. Beat up AJ. Beat him up pretty bad, too. Knocked him all over the ring. It was a shock to the whole boxing world. I didn't see that coming at all. I knew Ruiz could fight, but I didn't know he would beat AJ. Then AJ fought Ruiz in a rematch in Saudi Arabia. They fed Ruiz a bunch of Pizza Hut, meat lovers pizzas and stuff like that. And, you know what I mean? And it just ridiculous, man. The man came into the ring loaded and everything. And AJ just moved around and boxed him. Kubrat Pulev, decent fight. This is I give AJ credit for that one. Alexander Usyk, he lost to Usyk twice, 2 times in a row. Understandably, Usyk is right now looking like the best of his era, but Usyk still has to get past Deontay Wilder and Joseph Parker for us to say for sure he is the best of the era because things happen. Jermaine Franklin, AJ came back and got a light touch against Jermaine Franklin. He fought Robert Helenius, Otto B. Wildin. He fought Francis Ngannou, which don't really count. I mean, it count, I guess. It count. And then he fought Danny Dubois and lost to Danny Dubois. Okay? So with that record, and if he were to fight Jake Paul, right, and then retire with that record, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? Because AJ needs to fight the guys of his era. Okay, he hasn't fought Tyson Fury, and that's his UK rival. Now I know Tyson Fury was playing duck games in the beginning, and him and AJ both were playing duck games with each other. They had like this weird energy between them two. But and AJ, the Wilder fight is still out there for him. If I'm AJ, I'm taking the Wilder fight and retiring. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got nothing to lose at this point. You know what I'm saying? If AJ was to beat Wilder, then the UK media are gonna treat it like it's like as if he beat Wilder in his prime or something anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's how they're gonna treat it. But and you're gonna make buku dollars doing it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make crazy amount of money doing it. If you fight Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying? But I think before AJ retires, he should fight Deontay Wilder. He should fight Tyson Fury. Later for Jake Paul. Wilder and Fury are the fights. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he loses to one of those guys before the other one, then he, might as well pack it up. I don't know. It just depends. But right now, his record is what, 28 wins and 4 losses. I think AJ's 28 wins and 4 losses, 2 losses by knockout. You know what I mean? So it's not a Hall of Fame career to me. He is a 2-time heavyweight champion, I believe, but it's just not a Hall of Fame career. He will be remembered as a good heavyweight, but not a great heavyweight until he fights those guys of his era. Now, at least even if he loses to Wilder in Fury, at least he'll be able to say he fought the people of his era, and that's a badge of honor in my opinion. When you look at guys like Muhammad Ali and them guys fought everybody. You know what I'm saying? You look at George Foreman; they fought everybody. You know, they got a gauntlet on their list. Evander Holyfield fought everybody. Like you can't. Just, I mean, you're gonna be hard pressed to name somebody who Evander Holyfield didn't fight. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the guys of this era are lacking that. You know what I'm saying? Usyk is close to it, but like I said, he has to fight Deontay Wilder and he has to fight Joseph Parker. He does that, then he would have fought everybody in his era. Now, every time I mention Deontay Wilder, for whatever reason, these weirdos come to my chat and start crying and whining about this. I know these guys ain't real boxing fans. Like, bro, shut up, man. Just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? If everybody knew what was going to happen in the fight before the fight took place, then we'll all be rich. But you ain't rich, so shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Everybody think they know what they're talking about, and you don't know nothing. Put your money where your mouth is then, since you're so smart. You know what I mean? But anyway, AJ, in my opinion, I think he needs to fight Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury before he goes. And then at least he'll be able, whether he wins or loses, he'll be able to say he fought everybody in his era. And I think that's a good thing, a badge of honor, in my opinion. Speaking for the old school boxing fans, you know what I mean? But if he decides to retire, then hey, man, shout out to AJ, man. Nice knowing you. You know what I'm saying? It was fun while it lasted. You know what I mean? I wish we could have seen the fights we want to see with you. But, you know, you and Eddie Hearn played duck games for years, playing keep away, and then you end up losing to lesser guys anyway. You could have just lost in the beginning to, Wilder and Fury, and it got this over with. Instead, you played keep away and end up losing the guys who people thought you would beat. And fighting Jake Paul could be a huge mistake because if Jake Paul get lucky and land some heavy, because he got a right hand now. Jake Paul mess around and hurt AJ or knock him down and knock him out, man. This is gonna be humiliating. And everything he ever done is gonna be just taken from him and thrown, you know what I'm saying, thrown in the bushes somewhere. Y'all let me know what y'all think. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Is AJ a Hall of Famer if he retires, beating Jake Paul? I'm about to here. Deuces.